Hello, Oshkosh City Council Member Michael Ford here. Like many of you, I have been confused and disappointed in the whiplash of the last few days. We are not doing anybody any favors if we cannot give clear guidance or a clear sense of unity to our business community, our residents, to the patrons of our business community. Um, and that is why on Monday we're having an emergency city council meeting where we're going to go through a couple things, but one of them will be a resolution um, that I drafted um, that I hope can serve as a message to businesses, as a message to residents, that we do have unity on the council and that we are paying attention to the efforts at hand and we care about safety and fairness first. So this resolution does a few things. First off, it's grounded in facts. I wish that there was no pandemic. I wish that chocolate malts didn't have any calories, but the fact is, those things are not true, right? COVID-19 is here. My chocolate malts are going to make me gain weight. Um, so I want to deal in the reality. I mean, that's what public service and being a public servant is all about. I can't control what the Supreme Court does. I can't control what the county does, but I can control what we say as a city council representing the interests of Oshkosh residents. We don't have the authority um, to create specific health guidelines, but I think we can speak as a unified voice. So this resolution specifically, and it'll be out there this afternoon, and I can send it around, and I'm happy to answer any questions about it. But it does a couple things. First off, it acknowledges that we're facing an unprecedented time and that we are operating under these emergency conditions. Second thing it does is it pays homage to the fact that we do have organizations like the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation, the Wisconsin Restaurant Association, and our very own Oshkosh Chamber of Commerce that are putting effort into creating guidelines for businesses to operate safely. I'm not a public health expert by trade. I know that there are flaws in all of these things, but you know what? That's the reality we're facing today. There's going to be flaws in anything that we do. So I'm not here to tell you any of these things are perfect, but I am here to tell you the city recognizes these efforts and the city appreciates these efforts. Well, I'm here to tell you that I hope the city will do this. We still have to have this resolution come up to a vote, but my intent is for the city to demonstrate that. The actual specific resolution, the resolved section, this is the third part. It says, and this is word for word, the Common Council of the City of Oshkosh endorses a safe and fair reopening of the Oshkosh economy informed by local COVID-19 conditions and will provide assistance, both financial and otherwise, wherever feasible. So I want to point out a couple things about that. You'll note that the order begins with safe. That's paramount. And you know what? If we don't have safety, if people don't feel safe, they're not going to go participate in the economy anyways. So we have to have safety. Fair has to be fair. I've had constituents ask me, well, how come Lowe's is hopping and my place can only have 5 people, and I don't have a good answer to that. I think we have to commit to fairness. We have to commit to safety. In here it says that this is going to be informed by local COVID-19 conditions. Well, you know what? Whether you were for or against a statewide approach, the state Supreme Court knocked that down. So the reality we face is that we have to have a plan that is informed by local COVID-19 conditions because it's up to us now. It's up to the locals now. As for the city providing assistance, both financial and otherwise, I'm referring here both to being a good partner with the business community and with our residents, and also to our commitment to offer things like the Go EDC revolving loan fund and the forgiveness or the lowering of prices for liquor licenses, but doing things we can that are within our power to ease some of the financial burden and be a good partner. And really my overarching message with this resolution is that I want to show that the city of Oshkosh is not bound by these false choices. The idea that we are either committed to public safety or to economic development or to the economy. Because you know what? If we are forced into this ideologically driven dichotomous choice where we're either for public health or for the economy, we're going to either have a public health disaster or an economic disaster, and neither of those are acceptable. We here in the city of Oshkosh, what I hope we can show with this resolution is that we are here first and foremost for people in Oshkosh. That includes the business community. That includes every resident of our city. So I'm really hoping that this resolution can pass, that this resolution can gain support from every member of the council. I can't promise it'll do that, but I can share with you what my intentions are here, because we need a unified response to a crisis like no other. This isn't the crisis we asked for, but it's the crisis we have. So if you have any questions about this, always feel free to reach out to me, and stay safe, everyone, regardless of what the state of our county order or state order is over the weekend, because if past is any indication, it'll probably change a few times. So thank you very much for your time and for your consideration.